Okay, guys. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Back in the bunker where I'm supposed to be. Shouldn't be out gallivanting around the country, should I? No. Right, let's button up. Get ready. Nobody's in yet. Excellent. Give me a chance to find the music. Right, where's the music? Let's get it rocking here. Let's get it rocking. Let's go over to Ragnar. Play our, well, it's like our theme tune now, isn't it? Join, restore, view the full playlist. Here we go. Green arrows back, share screen. Let's rock it.
We've been sleeping too long. Now the warning is clear. Our streets don't feel British, and the end's drawing near. They divided the right while the numbers kept rising. Time to stop the talking. It's time for deciding. Join, restore, or be no more. Join, restore, or be no more. Stand up together, fight for our shore. Join, restore, or be no more. Millions must go, send them back where they came. You must speak English, we don't care for the game. No more excuses, speak English or get out. Learn our traditions, don't force us to learn yours. Respect our culture or head straight for the doors. This is Britain, we don't bow to foreign laws. Join, restore, or be no more. Join, restore, or be no more. Stand up together, fight for our shore. Join, restore, or be no more. No more grooming gangs, no more two-tier rules, no more foreign flags flying over our schools. Put Britain first, protect our kids and our land. If you won't stand with us, then you don't understand. From the four nations, one people, one flag in the sky. No more division, it's do or it's die. No more talking, no more fear. The hour is late, and the moment is here. Join, restore, or be no more. Join, restore, or be no more. Millions must go, send them back to the shore. You must speak English, or you're out the door. Join, restore, or be no more. Join, restore, or be no more.
Great stuff. We'll hold it right there for a moment. We've got 15 people in the room, guys. I think what I'll do is, when we've got a few more in, I'll give a full report on yesterday's events in Southampton. Yeah, they was good. Really, really, really good and positive. I was encouraged by it all. There was one little nasty incident at the end, and provocation, if you like, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Yeah. Well, let's see what Kev K57's been up while I was away. He's put a new song out. Give us a chance to settle into our morning show.
Do-wop. sha-na-na, sha-na-na, whoa, whoa. I found a dream tonight. I was listening to the radio by the glow of my bedroom light, when a love song came on soft and slow and turned the shadows bright. In a box
Excellent.
beneath my father's chair where the old time memories sleep, I found a picture waiting there that made my young heart leap. She had a ribbon in her hair, a smile like summer rain. And though I'd never seen her face, I whispered out her name. Oh, girl in the photograph, where did you go, my dear? I fell in love with a paper smile from another yesteryear. Oh, girl in the photograph, I'm dreaming you are mine, while the radio plays our song across the hands of time. Sha-na-na, sha-na-na, whoa, 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 across the hands of time. Her dress was blue, or so I dreamed, though the pictures faded gray. She stood beside a soda shop on a sunny Saturday. I turned it over, trembling. There was writing soft and small, to Johnny with my tender heart. Don't forget me at all. Was Johnny once a boy like me, with moonlight in his eyes? Did he hear the same old melody and hold her like a bride? Oh, girl in the photograph, where did you go, my dear? I fell in love with a paper smile from another yesteryear. Girl in the photograph, I'm dreaming you are mine, while the radio plays our song across the hands of time. Sha-na, sha-na-na, whoa, 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 across the hands of time. Sha-na-na-na, across the hands of time. Now every night when the dial glows and the singers start to croon, I hold her picture to my heart and dance beneath the moon. Maybe love can cross the years, maybe dreams know where to start, 'cause I never kissed that girl before, but she's living in my heart. Mama said that girl was sweet. She lived on Maple Lane. She moved away one autumn day on a southbound evening train. I asked her if she knew her name. She smiled and turned away, then said, some love stay young forever, some songs still play today. Oh, girl in the photograph, where did you go, my dear? I fell in love with a paper smile from another yesteryear. Oh, girl in the photograph, I'll keep your memory fine, while the radio plays our song across the hands of time. Sha-na-na, sha-na-na, whoa, whoa, whoa. The radio plays so low, darling, where did my sweetheart go? I love what I never had, the girl in the photograph. The girl in the photograph. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah, that was good. I like that, Kev. Nice new song to add to our playlist. I quite often do that, actually. Look at old photographs from the silver screen, the big days of Hollywood, you know. Some of the old actresses. Go find out their biographies, what happened to them. Girl in the photograph. So fun. That song by Joe Brown, wasn't it? All I have is that wonderful picture of you. Yeah, that wonderful picture of you. Yeah, nice track, Kev. Nice track. I suppose better report on yesterday. Yeah. Down in Southampton. got ready up early to go. Be picked up by George, coming over from Ebervale. George is a Restore Britain man. Lots of contacts. Took a raincoat because I thought it might rain, carried it down, put it in the boot of the car, didn't need it. Wore my Restore Britain hoodie, of course. Had all the gear checked up. And away we went. George got on very well with him from the start. Good driver. Had a good car under us. So it was good. We picked up 2 other patriots then who didn't want me to film them. I'll talk about that in a while. And but they were really friendly, yeah. They were from another group, if you like, another patriotic group. Both of them supported Rupert Lowe and Restore Britain. So we drove off to Southampton. I helped with the petrol, so that generous donation of Mutley's really came in handy because quite expensive, the petrol or the fuel charges were. We stopped off and we had a morning breakfast thingy, one of the service stations. That was good. Yeah, give me a chance to talk to the boys. They were quite open with me from the start. I did mention, I said, you should be careful who you trust, boys, but they'd already checked me out. They knew my credentials from the past. So they were pretty relaxed around me. I mean, the one good thing about being the old Green Arrow, and I'm the new Green Arrow, but I look older than the old Green Arrow. The new old Green Arrow. So yeah, they checked me out. They knew who I was. They knew my track record. They knew my political beliefs. So we were good. I was impressed by it was a long journey, 3 hours, something like that. And I was impressed by their knowledge of the way the world works. Yeah, they were very knowledgeable and they were intelligent, articulate, and they could express themselves. All 3 of them had a good sense of humor, a real good sense of humor. And yeah, they were good company for a long drive. Well, we arrived at Southampton. The guys were really organised in the way they'd sorted out their parking and stuff like that. And when situations changed, they were rapidly able to react to it, even just to a simple thing. Oh, this parking is out, you need this one. They could communicate the information almost instantly to each other by mobile phones. So you could tell this wasn't their first rodeo. Yeah. So we got parked up and we moved out towards where the vigil was taking place. And here's where perhaps I made one of my first mistakes. Whilst we were moving, I should have been getting prepared. A couple of things I'm really impressed with, and we'll talk about them as we go along. Hold on. Our bag, this bag we bought, yeah. Oh, don't worry, I'm not being sponsored or anything. This bag that we bought with our donation from Mutley, and some of the other kit with the donations that came in, and from our advertising, was really, really useful. More useful than you can imagine. I'd recommend this bag. There's only one thing wrong with it. It was too small to take my tablet. And I didn't want to carry my tablet in my hand, so I left it behind. In the future, I might get something to attach to it. But that bag was really great. It really proved useful. Our gimbal, which I just switched on, is very good, actually, once you know how to use it. And I'm still learning. So a bit more practice with that. That was really good. Also, the power charger that we got, if I can get it, I got it all. I haven't really unpacked yet, guys. The power charger that we bought, that was very useful as well for charging my phone and another Patriot's phone later on, which we'll get to. But okay, so we approaching the vigil. I should have been mic'd up already. Would have only taken 2 minutes. But just as we arrived, they were starting. No, sorry. Keep in order. When we arrived there must have been about, well, I would estimate about between maybe 40, around about 40, possibly more, 50 people there for the vigil. And these were all, obviously, most of them were from different movements to restore Britain. I mean, I was there like as a civilian in the jeans and that, but the other guys who I found out later, I said they were, at first I thought they were the remigration movement. They were there. There were a couple of people there from PA, but a large majority of them were from White Vanguard. And these guys were professional. You'll be able to see the images of Henry Norwak that they put at the side for the vigil, and the flowers and stuff like that. So obviously I walked over and many of them were masked up. Now, in the past, I've spoke about the left being masked up, right? But first, though, I'd better make it clear. I was taken over and I met their leader and then introduced to some of the guys and sort of verified that I was on board with them. We were of the same ilk. And after that, I was accepted and they spoke to me quite openly. I spoke about the masking, some of them, and I asked which ones, all of them, which ones I could video, which ones I couldn't. And the ones without the mask said, yeah, you can video me, you can talk to me, whatever, no problems. Again, all these men came across as intelligent, articulate. In fact, they give me encouragement because I was so pleased to see so many young, fit men. And these were fit men, I'm telling you. They were fit, young, fit men. Apparently they go training and stuff like that together. But all of them were polite and respectful. They were what my idea of what a nationalist should be. They were warrior knights. Yeah. What did they speak about? Well, we can talk about that. The ones with the masks, and I spoke to them and they would speak to me fine. The reasons why they were masked became obvious when they spoke to me. It was because of the jobs they were in. In some cases, with some of the younger ones, it was because of concerns for their families. Yeah. You know, they were still living with their parents. And let's get these glasses on straight. So that is why they were masked up. And also, as I said, experience had taught them from other comrades who'd been revealed, you know, some of the implications that could happen with regards to travel, their jobs and stuff like that. So I've changed my stance on masking, if you like. I've always said I'm show my face, but my job isn't at risk, or my family, or stuff like that. Different to the Reds, however. The right mask up for different reasons. The left mask up because they are cowards. When did you ever hear of a lefty getting sacked or assaulted for showing their face on a YouTube video? Never. It doesn't happen. The right don't do that. So yeah, I've changed my stance on masking. I have. Like I said, they were fit. I spoke to them. But of course, so I was introduced, and then the vigil started. They brought out all these large photos that you see, a lot more than you see in the video that were put up around places. And of course, I'd failed to mic up, which would have only taken me 4 or 5 minutes to get out of my bag, put it on. But because the speeches started, I didn't want to miss it. So I just started shooting with what I had. I think I will stick in portrait. The other thing I didn't do was, because I just didn't have time, I didn't get software running on my phone. To control the camera, if you like, remotely, yet for zooming effects and stuff like that, and switching back between myself, my face, and the view. I also didn't set the reversal, so the video that you see is a reverse image. You'll notice that my hat is reversed in the images, and this was again down to, what is it, piss poor presentation, yeah, or piss poor preparation. I didn't prepare, but it was a lesson learned. I will get better at it. So I recorded the speeches, and I found them quite emotional. I really did, especially with the images of Henry behind them, behind the speakers. And I was thinking, this young boy, 18, dead. Well, as the speeches came to an end, their leader, and I'm guessing he was the leader of White Vanguard, who I know really little about, really very little about, other than as individuals, they seemed really good guys. The kind of guys I'd like to hang around with it if I was younger and fitter. Yeah, if I was younger and fitter. Their leader, yeah, he's a magnetic kind of personality. We'll talk about him later on. What happened? Yeah. Oh, yeah, this was really, there is something wrong with the left, guys. I don't think you can reason with these people. You really can't. I think it was the leader, and I may be wrong, guys. I think it was the leader of White Vanguard. He called for 3-minute silence, which is the length of time it took for young Henry to bleed out. And the left then started their chanting as we were holding the 3-minute silence. They're despicable. They knew what we were doing. They were despicable. We'll talk about them in a while. I just don't understand them. They're holding a vigil for a young man who died, and they take it as an opportunity to attack people mourning the death of the young man. I just don't get it. Well, what happened then? Well, after that, I spoke to, and I've got to be more aggressive when it comes to talking to people and stuff like that. I met a Polish lady, and I spoke to her, and which was good. She was nice. I got to say this: if we can have immigrants into the country, let them be white. Let them be white. Yeah. I'm thinking of a Polish girl who works behind the checkout in the supermarket. She's lovely. She really is lovely. And she's very attractive. Yeah. If she marries some Welsh boy, I'm not going to complain about that. I'm not that much of a purist. Yeah, she can add to the gene stock in Wales any day. Fit, healthy, beautiful young woman. And then I spoke to three people really. Then as the guys were starting to move off. No, keep in order. I thought then I'd go and have a look at the Reds. What a motley crew they were. What a motley crew. I had to be pulled back because I was getting a little bit too close to them, and I just started to have words with one of their creatures. I think it was a female, but who knows these days with them. And the police gave me a warning. A bit later, they gave me another warning. Yeah, George was there keeping an eye on me. George is from the channel Voice of the Valleys. After this live is over, I'll edit the video that we got, and we'll put it out, linking to Voice of the Valleys. Yeah, George was a professional. He's obviously been to quite a few of these shows. So he got me back. Well, he had to get me back twice, actually. I think one more time and I might have been lifted. Oh, dear. That was good. I had an interesting conversation with, as we were leaving, a patriot was talking to the police, complaining about the left accusing us of being PDF files. And this gentleman, I'll put it out in another video, which I'll do after this one when I got time to edit what happened. And he was saying to the police, you're going to let them over there insult us by calling us PDF files? And the police was there, well, what can you do now? And the cop said, you're free to go anywhere you like. And I picked up on that. So I said to this copper, you'll see it in the video, I said, are you saying I'm free to go where I like? Because don't forget, they just dragged me away from the Reds further down the road. And he said, yeah, you can go where you like. I said, well, and I pointed back over to the Reds, so I can go over there then, can I? And the cop said, well, what do you want to go over there for? I said, I want to get in their face. He laughed. I said, I'm only joking. I've got to go back to Wales. Hi, Kirsty. So what were the police like? Well, they were different to the police that we saw in Brighton the other day, beating shit out of the Patriots for nothing. I mean, they were polite. They were even friendly. But I don't think there was any ever. They knew. They were communicating with the leaders or the spokesperson, if you like, I should imagine, for White Vanguard and other people. And I got some clips of them talking to the people about behavior. And the police were polite and respectful, didn't want to infringe at all. I think probably many of them agreed with what the Patriots who were there were saying about what happened to Henry Norwak. Yeah, I think they were in sympathy. I don't think they were particularly impressed with the left. These were a mix of predominantly white women, some simp men, effeminate, if you like, skin crawly type men. in fact, I didn't see any men there at all. I thought, well, these are, they would be, I, I, they just were clownish, ridiculous, more to be laughed at. If the Patriots are there had kicked off, they would have gone through the left like a hot knife through butter. They were that pathetic. There was quite a few of them there. Stand up against racism, they called themselves. They didn't have none of their ones that you normally see there. In fact, they seem to have less and less of those every day now, don't they? They were no threat or no danger, unless perhaps you might have got isolated. Then they might have ganged up like jackals that they are. Pack attacks, but the Patriots would have rolled right through them. No doubt about it in my mind. No doubt about it. I didn't fear for, well, I'm not the kind to fear for personal safety at any rate, but I didn't fear for myself at all. As George said, we don't leave anyone behind, and they always had my back. And when I think back now, looking around, there was always one of them stood not too far away from me. Although why they think I need babysitting, I don't know. I've been in this game a long time. Yeah, they were good. So what happened then? Well, I thought we were heading back, but no, we were going to a pub. And let me tell you this, from someone stuck up in a Welsh valley with a pub, there's no decent pubs left, at least where I live. It was nice to go into a bloody proper pub. I think it might have been a Wetherspoons, I don't know what it was, but wherever it was nice. And the guys had taken over the second floor outside. Now, I didn't video any of this because the guys now had unmasked, yeah? And I don't want to reveal anyone's identity. So I could have perhaps gone around and asked one or two, but I didn't want to catch anyone by accident in the camera shots. So I thought, I'm not going to video, I'll just talk to the guys. And so then I got to speak to quite a few of them. Spoke to a guy from Bromley. He was nice. He was very religious. I noticed that I heard him, and then later I listened to a conversation. George was talking, and they were talking about religion. They knew their Bible. They both knew their Bible, and they both knew the different types of Christianity. Knew far more than I on that subject at any rate. I spoke to one or two others. Again, they were fit. I mean, they were fit. I had 3 pints. I drank a weak beer. And there was a great atmosphere there. And a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot of Patriots. Yeah, more than I showed on the video footage. And they were there, they were chilled and whatever. They were having a nice time. Yeah. There were no crazy songs or anything like that. Although someone did tell me they liked Erica, which is one of my favorite songs, Erica. And that got me a warning when I played it on you. But Erica's a beautiful song about a flower. I went over and spoke to the leader. I think I'm pretty positive it was the leader of White Vanguard, and he was impressive. I thought he was an impressive man. And you could see the guys around him, you could see they respected him and were listening to what he was saying. Yeah, they inspired confidence. They give me hope for the future to see these young fit men. And there we go. So it was really, really nice. And then when we were getting ready to come out, and I've got a photograph of this guy. I'll put it up I won't put it up now because it's still on my camera. I got a couple of footages. there was one nasty, could have been nasty if it wasn't for British nationalist discipline, if you like. This African, sub-Saharan, came over. Now, don't forget, a lot of the guys had left by now. We'll leave them. They just starting to wind up. We had some ladies there, patriotic ladies there, and most of them was very attractive. They had nice personalities. I didn't speak to too many of them because, as you know, I mean, I've only got eyes for one person, and that's my wife. Right, Kirsty? And I did speak to one. Helped one. The one I spoke to was the one who needed help with the phone charging, and we had that big power pack there. And at this time now, I'm charging my phone and this young lady's phone. Well, whilst we were there, this sub-Saharan come in and sat down literally right in the middle of the remaining group. There must have been 10, 12, 16, 20 of us left, 20, just getting ready to move out. And he sat there and he started having a go at the white race. So people said, you better leave, you know. But he didn't. And then this patriot, who funnily enough I'd spoken to earlier on, big fit man, he got up, and it could have got really nasty, but the guys got in between and they got the sub-Saharan out. But of course, there was your white liberal woman. She played the white knight and started defending him, and so she was told to F off. And perhaps I should have videoed that at any rate. But that could have been a nasty incident provoked by the sub-Saharan walking into an area on the upstairs, outside, balcony or whatever they call it. It was bigger than a balcony. And shoving his face in where he wasn't wanted and where he knew it wouldn't be wanted. Pure provocation. Well, strangely enough now, right, so then when that settled down then, I'll show you a photograph of the guy in another video. We left, and as we come out through the door, the sub-Saharan had plonked himself down by a table where there were a couple of other white patriots. And they were having a go at each other. And I thought, oh, well, the boys can sort him anyhow. And we were leaving. But he'd gone then to cause more trouble, you know. But other than that, all went well. Long drive back, we stopped off and we had, I had a bottle of water. The guys got something to eat. The donation that we had off Muttley got spent. I had 3 pints of beer out of it, boys. Helped pay with the petrol and bought the lads a breakfast. So, they told me about other events that they go into, and I said if they are relevant and if they can help advance the cause, restore Britain, the way that this Norwak one did. It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. I feel terrible for saying it. I really do. It's like using Henry's death to make capital political gains. But that's the shit world that we live in. Reporting on a poor man's death helps waking up the British people. Isn't that horrible? That's horrible. Yeah. So they go to events all the time, and these events are not reported, are they? So I will go to some of them. if I think they can help restore Britain. But the next one I go to will be Makerfield or Nottingham with GST. I don't know. Oh, our badges. I told you the envelopes have come back. Look at the size I ordered. Am I a dummy or what? For a little badge this big. Ah, so you members will be getting a bloody big envelope. Padded. I should be in a padded cell. Perhaps I am losing it. Perhaps I've gone senile and I just don't know it. Perhaps I have got dementia. I don't know. If I have, I've forgotten. So you'll be getting those soon when I can get around to it. I gave a badge to George from Voice of the Valleys. I gave a badge to one each to the two gentlemen who were with us, who I won't name. One of them has a lot of contacts within Restore Britain. I mean a lot. I gave him one. So if you see someone high up in Restore Britain wearing one of these, you know what I'm talking about. And I gave one to a young man. He was 25, very fit. I teased him merciless. He'll be watching this. Oh dear. They were great company. They could hold a conversation. They knew what they were talking about. When we sat down at the table in the bar, I sat apart from them. They said, "You come and sit and join us." I said, "No, I'm going to sit up here on the officers' table. You know me, I'm the same out as I am in my local club. The guys in the local club know that I'll always go and sit in the corner on my own." Not because I'm antisocial. It's just I'd rather sit and observe and listen to people. And so I sat there. And then I had an interesting chat then with the gentleman from Patriotic Alternative. Can't remember where he came from. He was nice, intelligent as well. Spoke about our concerns. He was 66, and yeah, probably I was definitely the oldest person there, and the Patriotic Alternative guy, he was the second oldest. Other than that, they were all young men and young women. Yeah, and that was really, really encouraging, you know. Come to think of it, I didn't see anyone. Yeah, we were the two oldest people there. Called me granddad. Oh, great. So, English class, they said white men not welcome here. No, I misheard English class. What they said was white vanguard not welcome here. Although I'm pretty sure I did hear some of them saying white men not welcome you. I thought, are they saying white men not welcome you? Then they started saying white vanguard not welcome you. So I think they started off with the white men and then got a bit confused and moved over to white vanguard. Because I doubt if any of them even knew white vanguard were. I doubt if many of those Reds even knew what day of the week it was. That's why they chant the same old things, isn't it? A few lines are easy to learn, like parrots. Like parrots. Yeah, I got home. Stayed in touch with my wife via WhatsApp now and again. I told her to go down the club, because, you know, we normally go to the club on a Sunday to have a game of darts. I said, go down the club and wait for me. Good job she didn't. She'd have been in there like for 11 hours or something like that, because I didn't get home until I thought I got to get back. I do a live stream, you know. But then we had to drop Patriots off. We stopped off then for a cup of coffee. On the way back, I had a bottle of water, and I could see then I wasn't going to make it. And I got home, I think it must have been about just after 9. And I thought I'll go live. And then I just, sorry guys, I just didn't have the energy. I just literally didn't have the energy. And so I had to spend some time, didn't have to, talk to my wife and stuff like that. Oh. So she's got a bad cough. Strange enough, so did poor George. So that's why there was no live feed. And besides, oh yeah, on the journey back, I tuned into Freedom Dad, who'd gone live at 8 o'clock, dropped in, said hello there to Freedom Dad, but I couldn't really hear because of the noise from the car and stuff like that. And I didn't feel like getting my proper earphones out. So that was that. The moderators on our channel, Lady J, I don't know if she's in yet. The moderator's done a fantastic job by all accounts. And I could see that Lady J had my back. At sometimes I could see the comments on my feed, and other times I couldn't. So didn't really know what was happening. Plus I was having to pay attention to the events going on around me. But Lady J done a fantastic job, and I'm sure the other moderators did as well. And I think that was it. Here we are now. And the next job is to go through the footage that I took, try and make it into a smaller video of the people I spoke to. The speeches definitely got to go in. The speeches definitely got to go in. I want to put in the 3 people, I think it was 3, maybe 4, I spoke to, just include the conversation and a few shots. Yeah, so that's what I got to do next. And then I want to link into Voice of the Valley channel and maybe any others. So that's it, guys. That is my situation report from yesterday, a summary of what happened. But the guys were brilliant. They really are. They really are. I tell you what, if I was a Red and these boys were coming down the street, I'd be running. Reds do normally run. Okay, let's have some music. That was that. And I'm gonna have something. Oh, you know me, guys. I've earned this kind of music. Let me have. What have we got? Oh, just carry on and play. See what comes next.
Moon up high, sha-la-la, as the cars roll by. Stars in line.
Is this a new one?
Tonight she's gonna be mine. I comb my hair by the kitchen light. Put on my jacket, it felt just right. Borrowed Dad's old Chevrolet to take my baby downtown to play. She stepped outside in ribbon and blue. The porch light made her shine like new. My heart went bump, then skipped a beat when she came dancing down the street. And every laugh she ever gave echoed soft inside my mind, like a record playing Misbehave over and over all the time. Oh, my baby, my baby, you're the dream I can't outgrow. No other girl can save me. No other heart can pull me home. Neon light.
I got to come in on this, guy. Have you seen what Dan is saying? I'm not even going to say the clouds saying. You know that guy who served his country by, what was he, in the Boy Scouts for 3 years? I served my country in the Boy Scouts. Oh no, sorry, Army Cadets. He served his country in the Army Cadets. I noticed on the way over that he'd left a comment saying that I was behind Focus on Britain and laying out his investigation. This guy is a real clown. First off, not that I care. I don't have anything to do with Focus on Britain. I enjoy their stuff. Yeah, I wish it was my channel, but it's not. I don't even know who runs it. Yeah, and he's going to carry out an investigation, but I have a chance to defend myself. As if I care what that bloody a clown like him says. I'm not even do a video about him. I mean, that guy is something else. He is pathetic, Dan. He truly is pathetic. I don't even go over and read his rubbish. I get little bits of feedback like that. I just laugh at them. There is one thing yesterday when I was there. I saw someone who looked like him from a bit of a distance. He's got that distinctive hairstyle and look. And at a distance, I thought it was him. And I thought, right. Well, you know what I was thinking. So I started to move in and I saw, no, it wasn't him. This was a man I was approaching. And the one we were talking about, he's no man. I don't know what he is, but he's not a man. I do know about, I've heard stories about his, well, the kind of things he likes in life. Yeah, it's not the kind of thing I'd enjoy. No man would enjoy it, but he does. Yeah, I saw it. Forget it. Don't respond to him. Don't defend me. Just starve him of oxygen. Just know I don't get upset by what he says. He gives me a bloody good laugh. Yeah. And boy, if I wanted to take him down, I could take him down in a heartbeat. I've got that much information on the guy. I wouldn't do it. He's kind of entertaining to have around as a clown. Yeah. Back to the music.
County air, your ribbon shining in your hair. Now every street I wander through echoes only back to you. We walk beneath the midway glow, past the booths where the bright sign showed. The Ferris wheel was turning slow, like it knew where young hearts go. She squeezed my hand by the candy stand. I felt like the luckiest boy in the land. The jukebox rang from a diner door, but her voice was all I listened for. My baby, you're the dream I can't outgrow. No other girl can save me.
Agreed.
No other heart can pull me home. Neon lights in county air, your ribbon shining in your hair. Now every street I wander through,
Yes, Mr.
echoes
Pooh.
only back to you. At the corner where the street lights glisten, we both stood quiet, just a wishing and wishing. Her goodbye kiss was soft and slow, and then the moon said, boy, let her go. But walking home I heard her still, through every shadow, every hill. Her echo rang inside my chest, like a song that wouldn't rest. Maybe tomorrow, maybe someday soon, we'll dance again beneath that moon. But tonight I'm caught in the sweetest snare, back on the streets by the county fair. Oh, my baby, you're the dream I can't outgrow. No other girl can save me. No other heart can pull me home. Neon lights in county air, your ribbon shining in your hair. Now every street I wander through echoes only back to you. Do I, the lights grow dim, sha-la-la, I dream of him. the night turns blue. I can't think of no one but you. Across the town in separate rooms, we're both awake beneath the moon. Two lonely hearts, one wish come true. Still dreaming what the night once knew.
Yeah, where to next? Well, it's going to have to be Makerfield, isn't it? I put a link. The link is there. If anybody'd like to come up to the mic and speak. I don't know if you want to, Joe, or you, Abs. I doubt if Abs has time. If Joe does, he's more than welcome. Any of you are welcome to come up and ask any questions you like. Thanks, English lass. I spoke about you a lot, actually, English lass. Yeah, I did. When I was talking to people, I don't lie to you. You know I don't lie. I was talking to the guys about the channel and the people on it, and the personalities and my crush, my secret crush, right? Actually, my wife was watching the stream yesterday. But she knows what I'm like. So I spoke about you, English lass. Rest assured, none of it was derogatory at all. It was just full of praise. Oh, yeah, the Ulster girls. I never told you about the Ulster girl, did I? God, yeah. As I was leaving the pub, yeah, this exceptionally attractive young woman, must have been late teens, early 20s, sat opposite where her boyfriend was. And I had this shirt on. By now I'd taken off my top and whatever, and I had my bag on, and I looked a professional. There was no doubt about it. And she said words to that effect, you know. So I detected the accent. I said, that accent. She said, oh, I'm from Ulster. Well, you know what happened then. I was like a dog with two tails. I said, really? And we got chatting and that, and we got on really, really well. And her boyfriend was there, and I said, I pointed to him like, and she said, oh, he's from Ulster as well, like, you know. And they told me they'd over here for a month, what they were doing and that. I asked if I could video them. They said, no, we'd prefer not to because of their life and that, whatever. And so I respected her. But I'm really, really gutted. They were a lovely couple, and they were a credit to Ulster. And it was nice to hear the accent there. So that was good. God, I wish I could have videoed them. I gave them the channel name. Hey, guys, if you see this, thanks. It was really great talking to you. Stay safe over here. Stay strong. No surrender. So that was good. The Ulster girl I met. Damn, that was great. Okay, Joe, no problems. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to talk to Steve Law's guys. Not because I don't want to, and probably Steve doesn't even know who I am at any rate. But he's got a lot going on in his life at this moment in time, and doing probably video interviews is the least of his worries. So we wish him well, obviously. We wish him well. Yeah. I'll reach out to Mark Collett and I'll speak to him. I meant to do a video on Mark Collett the other day, didn't I? Time, it's always time, isn't it? And because I saw him doing an interview with someone else, and I thought, bloody hell, Mark, that's brilliant. Brilliant what you just said there. Brilliant. Try and get it out to a smaller audience. Channel is doing okay. I was going to show you how much a video earns for us. in advertising. But I won't, you'll just cry. Oh dear. We're managing okay. If he wasn't, I tell you. But I'm not moving to Benetton anytime soon. Mr. Pooh. Oh, I like that English lass. Mr. Pooh won't like you talking to Mark. God. All the more reason to speak to Mark then, isn't it, English lass? Yeah. Who else? I told the guys about Lady J. I told them about English lass. I told them about Kirsty. I told them about Terry. I told them about Lily, that's for sure. All right. I haven't checked my mail yet. If I've got your details, I'll get it sorted. That's wonderful, Kerry. Today, I think I've got to... Now that my wife's got something to sit on while she's waiting for the settee to come in 10 weeks, starting to get the room back together again. Fair play for her. She put up the curtain rails and everything on her own. I wish she hadn't done that. Because, well, it doesn't matter why. So we've got to go to they've opened up a new shop called The Range or something. You buy stuff for furnishing and now. So the room still looks unlived in. Of course you can, Kirsty. It's I'll post it up. If you grab my email now, any of you who needs it, you'll have it for when it's time. Well, if ever you need to contact me. So there's my email, Return of the Green Arrow 77. I couldn't have the number I wanted. They wouldn't let me. My pleasure. You can all of you, you can email me on any subject, anytime, on anything, and I will respond. But I can't guarantee it'll be within sort of 24 hours because I only tend to go over there once a day towards the end of the day. It's the same with WhatsApp conversations. Right, so that's that. Is Kirsty's request. I know I've got to go check my email for Kerry and do something about that. Okay then, guys, we'll play a couple more tunes and then yeah. No, it's Return of the Green Arrow. See, I was the Green. I started out as the Green Arrow, didn't I? And then I went up from 2006 until 2015 as the Green Arrow. And then after the BNP fell, knocked me back, didn't it? So I went into not hiding. I went dark until we came back in October of last year. That's when I came back. And I thought, well, who can I be this time? And I thought, well, be the Green Arrow again? I thought, well, nobody knows who the Green Arrow is anymore. So I'll come back as Return of the Green Arrow. So that's what ROTGA means, ROTGA. So you can either call me GA or ROTGA. I prefer GA or Green Arrow to Paul, to be honest, guys, because it reminds me of people like Paul now, reminds me of people like, well, there's too many Pauls, aren't there? There's that one out in Spain, and then there's Paul Joseph Watson. Yeah. Right, back to the thing. Let's have a bit of Ulster. News.
They locked us down where the freedom once shone in our own green land. Now the rights are all gone. They said we're safe, but the borders are wide, while our streets fill up with the waves of the tide. We're not criminals, we're the sons of this soil, yet they call us bigots when we get a recall. From London to Belfast,
Brilliant.
the refrain, they sell out our future for globalist gain. Free, free, I just wanna be free as the wind on the Antrim Hills, free as the sea. Free, free, I just wanna be out where the Union Jack flies proud and free. So strike up the drum, let me show them my flag. Let the pipes play the old tunes our fathers once sang. Open the gates, let us stand once again as free men of Britain, defending our land. They cut off the winter fuel, left the older ones to freeze, while hotels shine bright for the boats on the breeze. Two-tier justice, two-tier rules, they protect the invaders but chain up the few. Our kids can't afford them in the towns where they grew, but the checks keep flowing to the ones passing through. No more surrender, no more shame, we're rising again in our Father's name. Free, free, I just wanna be free as the wind on the island breaks, free as the sea. Free, free, I just wanna be out where the Union Jack lies proud and free. So strike up the drum, let me shoulder my flag. Let the pipes play the old tunes our fathers once sang. Open the gates, let us stand once again as free men of Britain, defending our land. They call us far right, they smear and they lie, but the truth's in the streets, you can see it in our eyes. We've seen the betrayal, we felt the cold hand of leaders who sold out our once proud land. So raise up the banner, shout out the call for Britain undivided, we'll never fall. Free, free, I just wanna be free as the wind on the Snowdon peaks, free as the sea. Free, free, I just wanna be out where the Union Jack flies proud and free. So strike up the drum, let me show them my flag. Let the pipes play the old tunes our fathers once sang. Open the gates, let us stand once again as free men of Britain, defending our land. Free, free, I just wanna be free as the wind on the Yorkshire moors, free as the sea. Free, free, I just wanna be out where the Union Jack flies proud and free. So strike up the drum, shoulder the load for the land of our fathers. Down the long road, no surrender, no chains, no more lies. We're the free men of Britain, under our skies.
Excellent stuff. Excellent. Hold on a second. I'll stand down. Yeah. We have to go over now and check what Rupert is saying first, haven't we? Share this. Make sure I've got it. Yeah. So what's Rupert saying? I will read that. Restore Britain. Rupert Lowe, great, yeah, right. Rupert Lowe. France wins the World Cup in 1998. Wonderful scenes on the streets of Paris. Friendly, fun, French. PSG wins the Championship League in 2026. The city is overrun with rioting migrants. Third world mass immigration is killing Europe. I will say this for the guys that I met. Every single one of them knew who was behind the Kalergi plan, the reset replacement, and they knew exactly who was behind it all, what is happening to our country and to Western Europe. But better than that for me was they knew why it was being done, not just who it was being done by, but why it was being done. They all understood the concept of revenge. What does Rupert say? I want people to be abundantly clear about what will happen under a Restore Britain government. There will be no backtracking, no budget, no retreating. Millions and millions of illegals, foreign sex pests and freeloaders will be deported. We will get our country back. Southampton, what was it like, Southampton? Yeah, there was a lot of diversity there. Yeah. Not as much as I expected, but that might have been the part of town we were in. Yeah. But I didn't like to see it. I hope the migrants smashing Paris up are deported and never allowed back into our continent. Well, France has got a hell of a battle in front of them. Oh, I like this. The BBC have run a sneering attack on a piece insulting both myself and Elon Musk. A restored Britain government will defend the BBC day one. Let's see who's laughing then. Proper England. Daisies. Oh, funnily enough, I showed my great-granddaughter last year how to make a daisy chain. Oh, she loved it. Couldn't find any buttercups to see if she liked butter. I'll do that this year. She loves dandelions. She loves dandelions. Patriot. Okay. Patriot. Okay. Kevin in the dark mood. Back shortly.
I'm on the last train to Nowhere City, a lonely ride through rust and steel. The tracks all cry beneath me, gritty, and my heart forgets how love should feel. The window shows a ghost white skyline. The lights burn low then disappear. I keep waiting for a lifeline, but no one ever finds me here. Someone whispers, I love you, but the words don't touch the bone. Is it mercy? Is it moonlight? Or another trick of being alone? I wanna get off this train to Nowhere City, leave the cold and the pain behind. I need love, I need affection, someone's hand reaching out for mine. I'm sick of living in the twilight zone, where every dream turns into smoke. I'm still breathing, but barely holding on a heart too tired to hold. The years roll by like empty stations, names on signs I'll never know. I've made a home of hesitation, watching setting suns go cold. Old age waits with silent fingers, sickness hums a patient tune. But all I want is love that lingers, the morning after this endless moon. Someone says they really need me, but I've been fooled by softer lies. I wanna trust the light I'm seeing, but shadows gather in my eyes. I wanna get off this train to Nowhere City, leave the cold and the pain behind. I need love, I need affection, someone's hand reaching out for mine. I'm sick of living in the twilight zone. I'm sick of living in the twilight zone, but every dream turns into smoke. I'm still breathing, but barely holding on a heart too tired to hope. Maybe there's a stop before the ending. Maybe there's a door I haven't tried. Maybe love is somewhere waiting on the other side of midnight. I wanna get off this train to nowhere city. Let the past fade down the line. I need love, I need affection, a heart to hold this heart of mine. No more living in the twilight zone. No more fading out alone. If there's a dawn beyond this darkness, take me there. Take me home. Take me home. Border.
Me and that microphone, love-hate relationship. I didn't tell you about the civilians there. Yeah, civilians. The people of Southampton. There was a lot there, but I don't know whether I should be more in your face with the camera. I didn't like to go over and film them. Then again, what I could have done was, I suppose I could have kept my camera down, gone over, because I would have liked to have spoken to them. Because, yeah, there was a lot, but they were stood around at a distance on the other side of the road and down the road. I don't know whether they might have been intimidated by some of our guys, their appearance. Yeah. But they were there, very respectful, and they bowed their heads during the silence. Yeah, there was a lot. There were actually more people there than it appears. There were some the WF boys I didn't video, and a lot of the civilians I didn't video. So there were more there than it actually appears. Certainly there were a lot of them in the pub afterwards, but there you go. Yeah, there was a good turnout from the Southampton people. I think there could have been more, should have been more, a lot more, but it's difficult to get the news of events out, isn't it, to the ordinary people? The mainstream media won't report on it. Yeah, so a GoPro. Joe, you read my mind. Actually, I've been sat here thinking about it whilst the music was playing, and I'm going to get a GoPro, something like that, so I can do better. Yeah. I'll be getting one very shortly. Very shortly, I'll get a GoPro at the very soon, and we'll have both options available then. Well, we've started, so we've finished. It's interesting to see this is the way Kev K57 sees me.
Listeners, this is Paul, the Green Arrow, standing tall, or possibly sitting with a biscuit. At 6 o'clock sharp, when the valley still snores, Paul's got one slipper halfway out the door, raises the flag like a hero at dawn, then trips on the cable out on the lawn. He warms up the tubes with a serious face, like launching a rocket into outer space. But the kettle goes ping and the toast goes black, and the national news gets stuck in his hat. Mic in his hand, headphones on tight, he fell asleep broadcasting half the night, dreaming of Elvis and a weather report, while his chair did a swivel and his teacup fall. Oh, Paul, the Green Arrow flies, with jam on his jumper and sleep in his eyes, spinning those jukebox hits with pride, from Wales to the world on the breakfast tide. Oh, Paul, don't drop the mic, you're live on air in your dressing gown stripes. At 6 in the morning, he's ready to go, with 50s hits and now then, hello. He says, here's Buddy Holly, but plays Verolyn, then blames the transmitter for having a spin. The valves glow red and the speakers shout, oh, your bacon's burning from somewhere out. He reads the headlines with noble intent, but his glasses are missing and his notes are bent. Prime Minister says, then he paused with dread, hang on now, that's my shopping list instead. Leaks in the garden, flag in the breeze, radio humming like a hive full of bees. He's Welsh as rain on a rugby day, and twice as loud when Tom Jones plays. Delilah, he cries, though the mic's gone dead, still singing with headphones wrapped round his head. A legend in slippers, a broadcast king with a custard cream crown and a 50 swing. Oh, Paul, the Green Arrow flies, with static sparks and heroic sighs, from the old transmitter to the morning glow. He wakes up Wales with his radio show. Oh, Paul, don't fall asleep, the mic still live and the chair's gone squeak. At 6 in the morning, let the good times roll. The Green Arrow's got rock and roll in his soul. Radio crackle, sleepy snore, flag rope clinking. Coming up next, national news, right after I find me teeth.
I have this bit of news now from Restore Britain, and then we'll do one more song, and then we'll have to close the stream, guys, and I should get to work. I don't feel like it. Right, Rupert Lowe was responding to Lee Anderson. You were wrong. It was a petition raised by myself on behalf of our independent rape gang inquiry and signed by 260,974 British men and women. Their support meant we forced the topic onto the parliamentary agenda. It is opened by Jamie Stone, chair of the committee. What you were saying is inaccurate. Last time we had an event in Parliament, survivors to engage with MPs, you didn't bother to show up. You were invited. I asked for your support. You ignored me. Labour MPs took the time to attend. Reform did not. You posted a picture of yourself drinking alcohol instead. MPs from various parties have supported our efforts, putting aside petty particle Difference is, it's a disgrace you refuse to do the same. So much for Lee Anderson. And make you feel patriot? Bloody hell, a mini, the Union Jack on. One man with an X account? Wow, way to go, Rupert. Okay, let's have a listen to what the liar says, is there?
The money to do this whatsoever.
The problem is, any third-party inquiry is a waste of space.
They won't do it. We at Reform will do it. I will have no difficulty in raising the money to do this whatsoever. We'll appoint independent ex-judges and experts, and we will have this out in public.
What we need and what we're calling for is a rifle shot inquiry, one that looks specifically at to what extent were gangs of Pakistani men raping young white girls.
There's no point me holding an inquiry into this, or Rupert Lowe holding an inquiry into this, unless it has statutory powers.
We will raise the money at Reform UK and appoint independent arbiters because we need the truth to be out there.
Liar.
Today marks the beginning of something long overdue. Today we open the hearings of our independent rape gang inquiry. 2 full weeks of evidence, testimony and scrutiny. 2 weeks in which survivors will finally be heard. Back in March 2025, almost 1 year ago, I looked at the broken promises from politicians and I thought that something had to finally be done. I wanted action, not words. So we launched a fundraiser which would go on to become the biggest political crowdfunder in British history. To everyone who donated, I want to personally thank you. This inquiry is about action. We've gathered evidence, we will now listen, and we will then act. Private prosecutions are our ultimate aim. Justice is our ultimate aim. We will not just talk, we will act. We must be honest about who has been responsible. This was done primarily by gangs of savage Muslim men. The law must not bend for cultural sensitivities, and no community, no institution, and no public body is exempt from scrutiny when vulnerable children are being harmed. We owe it to this country to say clearly and without fear, no ideology, no institution, no cultural excuse, no religion will ever again be allowed to stand in the way of justice. That is why we're here, and that is why these hearings matter. And that is why this inquiry will not look the other way, as has happened for so very long, by so very many. Thank you.
Well done, Rupert. Rupert responds to Nigel Farage here. Rupert Lowe to Nigel Farage. I sat next to you in Parliament when you promised your own independent rape gang inquiry. You did the media rounds and took the credit, boasted about the headlines, accepted the political gain. What did you do? Nothing. You delivered nothing. You never mentioned it again. I pushed you to act. You weren't interested. You broke that promise. You even insulted our own independent inquiry as a waste of space. It is filthy politics, and you should apologize for it. Can you imagine Farage apologizing for anything? No. Definitely not. One last song then, guys. I'm going to play my song. And then we'll call it a day until 8 p.m. tonight. Last song, guys. Say your goodbyes and see you this evening at 8.
Hold me close, don't let me go. Tell my heart you love me so. Underneath the stars above, we're just kids in crazy love. When I see your smiling face, my whole world just falls in place. Every little gentle touch you show sets my teenage heart aglow. I dream of you each night. Everything feels so right when you whisper low. Baby, don't you know, in your arms so tight, it feels so right. We could stay like this forevermore. Shaboom, shaboom, my heart's in flight, dancing in the pale moonlight. You're the girl that I adore. Whoa, hold me close, don't let me go. Our love's what the whole town's talking for. Neon lights in the rain at night seem to call out your name. Teeny bop discs on the jukebox spinning, the whole place feels the same. Echoes of a sweet slow song drift along the avenue. Every record crackles soft, but all I
27.
when you take my hand, baby, I understand. This is more than a summer flame. We'll never be the same. In your arms so tight, it feels so right. We could stay like this forevermore. Shaboom, shaboom, my heart's in flight, rocking through the night. You're the girl that I adore. Whoa, hold me close, don't let me go. Our love's what the whole town's cheering for. Shall we write our names on the bleachers after the game? Picky's throwing never
Thank you, Lady
apart.
J.
You got my jacket and my heart. Even when the summer's gone, we'll keep dancing to our song, young and wild and free. Just you and me. In your arms so tight, it feels so right. We could stay like this forevermore. Shaboom, shaboom, my heart's in flight, dancing in the moonlight. You're the girl that I adore. Hold me close, don't let me go. Teenage love like never before. Hold me close, don't let me go. Tell my heart you love me so. Sha-la-la, we'll always know.
Scenically, CNET.
Neon hearts in the rain will glow.
Thank you, Gardeners. I love that song. Actually, it's Kirsty's song, isn't it?
Sha-la-la by the moonlight blue.
Okay, guys. Suppose I better get back to work, really, hadn't I? Oh, well. You've been listening to Paul Morris, The Green Arrow. Stay strong. Stay safe. Stay low. Move fast. Aim high. Vote low. Restore Britain. But perhaps not in that order. I'll see you on the next one, guys. 8 p.m. this evening. Look after yourselves. Thanks for listening. Thank you, moderators.